Good afternoon. Kings used to go off to battle. That was part of what a king did. If they wanted to expand the area that they ruled over, they would need to go off into battle to do so. And they didn't just send their army off to do that. They led their army. The king would go out with their army, and they would lead the battle. They would devise the strategy. They would send their army into the battle, but they would be right there with them, fighting in the battle. So you can imagine then what it was like if you were back in the home country, if you were one of the citizens that was not off fighting, if you were back in the home country waiting, you didn't know what was going on the battlefront. You didn't know if the army was winning or not. You didn't know if they were conquering and moving on to someplace else. You didn't have any kind of idea of what was going on, and you certainly didn't know what had happened to the king until word came back that the king was returning. Then the whole city, the whole area would put on a big welcome to bring the king back. The king would be leading the conquering army. The king would be at the front, and all of the city, all of the nation would be there to welcome them. And if it was a castle, if it was a fortress, they would have to swing open the gate to allow the king in. Jesus is described as a king. He is described in the Bible not only as a king in many places, but as a conquering king in places too, because that's exactly what Jesus came to do. Jesus came to go off and fight the battle, not for his own sake, but for yours. Jesus went off, and you have news of how the battle has gone. Jesus has conquered. Jesus has won because he has risen from the dead. So you know that Jesus is victorious, and he is planning to come back. He's planning to return, and when he does, we want to throw open the gates for him. Listen to what it says in Psalm 24, verses 7 and 8. Lift up your heads, you gates. Lift yourselves up, you ancient doors, and the King of glory will come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Your Lord, Jesus, is the one who is strong and mighty. He is the one who has conquered, and he is the King of glory. You are throwing open the gates for the one who is victorious on your behalf. Until we see each other again, the Lord's blessings on your day.